Real estate for sale, home buyers blog, what is escrow? Hey, Realtor and area specialist Mike and Jennifer Rigley here, bringing you the latest real estate information. Thanks for joining us. Today, let's talk about the escrow process. Simply put, in a California real estate transaction, escrow is a neutral third party whose job it is to pull the transaction together and record the deed, also known as closing the escrow. Once the deed records, the property has legally changed hands and the escrow is closed. So what does the escrow company really do? Now, keep in mind, Northern California and Southern California vary slightly, but the process is basically the same. From the onset, the escrow is opened by either the listing agent or the buyer's agent, also known as the selling agent. In California, the buyer has the right to select the title and escrow company as long as they're willing to pay the fees. Who pays what fees, also known as closing costs, is negotiated in the initial offer and varies from locale to locale. Now, the escrow officer, or EO as they are commonly referred to, will collect the earnest money deposit from the selling agent or buyer. The EO will also review the preliminary title report to confirm what liens and encumbrances are recorded against the property. Unless the buyer is willing to accept the property subject to, meaning they accept all responsible for any outstanding liens, all liens must be cleared before the close of escrow. An example of a lien or encumbrance is the mortgage or unpaid property taxes. As a rule, buyer's lenders won't lend unless these liens are cleared. Now, the EO will also order payoffs from the lien holders and prepare a settlement sheet, also referred to as a HUD. If the purchase is financed, the EO will provide fees and tax prorations for the buyer's lender to assist the buyer's lender in preparing the buyer's loan documents. Once the buyer's loan documents are sent to the escrow office, the EO will schedule appointments for both the buyer and the seller, usually in separate meetings, for the buyer to sign the buyer's package, including the loan documents, and for the seller to sign the seller's package, including the deed. With all loan documents signed, and depending on the loan type, if any, the escrow officer will submit the loan docs to the lender for a final review. With the loan documents approved, the lender will fund the loan. Once funding is confirmed, the EO will release the deed to be recorded at the county recorder's office. Once the loan is funded and the deed is recorded, the escrow officer disperses the funds to the seller, the lien holders, and the brokers, and closes the escrow. What sounds simple here is actually a very taxing job with lots of moving parts. A good escrow officer is worth their weight in gold, and we have several. Now, do you need help in finding that perfect place to call home? Call us today at 916-378-4671 for a free, no-obligation consultation, or log on to www.wrigleyrealtygroup.com to start your online home search today. Call us today. You'll be glad you did, and we'll look forward to hearing from you.